Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take these flowers and I'm going to put them in this little stool. We're going to put them inside this stool and make something really pretty. So I'm going to mix up some resin. We're going to put that in there and we're going to put these little flowers in there and get them settled in, and then we will back it with something that will make them pop on that when you flip this over. So that, and I've got this towel there so that we don't get scratches on the top. So come along, enjoy the ride with me, and let's see if this works. So I'll be back. Let me mix up some resin and I'll be back. Okay, so we have a little bit of resin here, and I think that I want to put a little bit of sparkle, not a bunch, but I think I want to put some of this gold in there, just a tad. Just a tad. I'm using Just Resin Midas Touch Gold. So I put just a little bit of tad. Teeny, tiny, tiny, teeny, tiny, tiny, teeny. Yeah. So we're going to pour this in here first. Okay. Yeah, that's just enough gold. Okay. And I have some left over here. We're going to let that sit a minute. I think I'll give it a spritz. And I'm going to add some glow-in-the-dark pigment to and this is from Laura's Art Corner. It's Blue Glow. We'll mix that up. You have to mix this up very thoroughly because it's real gritty. And I'm going to pour it see, so let me put this over here. I'm going to pour it into some of these extras of mold that I have here. These are just little ghost molds. I believe I got this 6 little ghost in this mold, and I believe I got this off Etsy. I will see where I got it and link it. It's a real cute little mold. And like I said, it has 6 little ghosts in it. But I believe I got it off Etsy. I'm not for sure, but I'll check in that and get back to you on that. But that'll give that resin in that little stool time to degas a little bit by getting rid of this extra. And I think I'll have to make some more up later. But we're going to move on this way. That's just for extras. Okay. So, we're going to move on this way. For the stool. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. Now we're going to add these flowers. I have to take these gloves off to do this. I usually have a... let me see what's going on with this, because it usually has a piece of... I guess they're just in there. Okay. So, I'm going to put these flowers in there. Pretty little flowers. We're just going to get them in here. I want to get Get these in here. Alright, and on the other side, we're going to put these other little flowers. Alright, now we'll make sure they're all touching the resin a little bit. They're not going to float because I don't have that much resin in there, but we're going to leave them to cure before we put the other resin in there. So the next time I come back will be to put the back coating on there, to put the I'm going to wait a couple of hours, and then I'm going to turn on the heat mat so that I can wait a couple of hours. Two and a half hours, and that ought to be enough to where I can pour a little bit more clear resin on it so that it will give me a substantial amount of resin, so that when I put the dark background on it, it'll make them pop. So I'm going to wait a couple hours and do that. I'll be back when it's time to put the dark coating on. Okay? See you then. Alright everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's time to pour the dark background on here, and we're going to be doing that with the Just Resin Dark Turquoise. It is a very, very, very beautiful, beautiful dark blue, bluish green. It's really a turquoise, but it's dark, dark, dark. Anyway, we're going to pour that on here. Give it a spritz. And there's really no demold, but when we come back, I'll flip it over and we'll see what we got on this little table. I'm going to call them little plant stands. And we'll see what we get. So we'll come back when we got that. Bye. Alright everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, we got all these. We're going to save this for last. And we're going to get all these extras first. I think this is ready. Let me see if he's ready. He's still quite bendy. Oh, he's not. His little, I'm going to have to leave him in there. His paw. He was one of the last ones that I did. Let's see if I think these are going to need a little more time too. They're too bendy, but I'll show you these little bats. They're so cute. I'm going to leave them in there a while. But these are good. These are good to go. The little ghosties. Ooh. I love them. And all these that I poured with the extra, I put glow-in-the-dark powder in. Oh, that was a little hard to get out. I put glow-in-the-dark powder in. Let me see if I can get it to glow a little bit. It won't charge up with LED light. Aggravates the crud out of me. I'm gonna have to get a flashlight over here, I guess. Anyway, they glow in the dark. I'll see if I can get them charged up and put some pictures at the end, like I did with the last video. But they're so cute. And this one was two-toned. Well, the other was two-toned with blue and green, but this one, I think this is blue and purple. And this has some glow-in-the-dark glitter. Oh, this has got two different colors of blue and then a purple hat. Had some seashells that we poured. And then we have the little ghost. The little guys. And these are they're blue. They glow blue. They're so cute though. Sorry about that. I know you hear that big old truck going out of there. Little bitty ghost. They're so cute. And then we got another purple and blue one. And our druzy bat wings. Ooh, I got some cleanup to do on this guy. Sparkling. And then we made a little flower. Let me get it out. Come on. Little flower. And a pendant, a water ripple pendant. Need a little cleanup on this guy. This one glows blue. And we made a bird. It's so hard for me to get in that one. I usually have to get a dotting tool. Get my finger in there. There we go. It's a glow-in-the-dark bird. And I have a orange one too. Let me see if I can get this guy. A little orange bird. And then we have a snail. A little snail. Alright. And I do have the bottom to a jar that I'm making with the witch's hat on it. Sorry, I'll pull it up to me to get it going. And I put little stickers in this one. It says boo, a little witch's hat and a bat. Those come out cute. That one. I'll pour the hat today, but this is what it'll look like. With the little that's the cutest little mold. Love that little mold. And once I do I'll put the color the eyes in the wand. So cute. Okay, so now for the pièce de résistance. Let's see what we got, everybody. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Look at that. All right, let me get this out of the way. The glare of the light. Look at that. Oh, how pretty. That came out. Let me turn that on. That came out gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Wow. That is really, really pretty. What do y'all think? I think that came out really cute for a little stool plant stand. I know it'll probably hurt it if you, I don't think these are a little, I don't know, you might could sit on it if you're little. I don't know that I would. Boy, that crushed gold came out really pretty in there. You can see it in there. I think you can see it. Yeah, you can see it a little bit right there. That was just enough. But that turned out really pretty. Wow. Well, I hope that y'all enjoyed that. I surely did. I'm glad that it works. I think the next one that I'm gonna be making 2 or 3 more of these, but the next one I'm gonna make is a beach theme one. But you could do anything on there. You could put names on it. You could put, you know, little kids' names, put it in their room, or you can for a plant stand in the living room or the dining room area next to the window. You could put a family's name on it, or you could make even a memorial piece out of it. There's so many things you can do with this. This is really, really cool. Really cool. I think that it turned out really pretty. And it's, let's see if I can see how tall it ends up being. It ends up being right at about 8.5 inches tall. And 10 inches wide that way, or 10 inches long that way. And 7.5 this way. So it's a nice size little stool. I really think it turned out cute. Very cute. Very cute. Okay, I won't waste any more of your time. I really appreciate you. All my new channel members, I thank you so much and welcome. My name is Loretta, and you're here at Awesome Incidentals. I love resin art. I love glass art. I got some embellishment art that I'm going to be doing, and we'll get that going. But I wanted to do this just to see if it was going to work. And it does. It's so cute. These are so easy to make. You could make this very simple. And the possibilities are endless, y'all. Just endless. But I do appreciate everybody. I thank you for your support. And I hope that you enjoyed this video and all the little extras and stuff. We've got more coming up for the holidays with Halloween coming and Thanksgiving and Christmas. got a lot of things in the works for that, so I'm excited to be doing those. And anyway, so I'll let you go today, and just remember, this world is full of blessings, and if you haven't found one, be one. Thank y'all. See you next time. Stay on for pictures.